Captain Jack. Captain Jack.
Aye, Captain.
Arr, it's the real Captain Jack.
Hey, guys, welcome. Here we are. It's Wednesday night again. My goodness, the time goes by fast. How are you? Captain Jack here in the flight sim. And, man, I tell you, it has been a week. It has really been a week. As a matter of fact, I need to grab something. So hang on for just a second. All right. Well, in all the excitement, I forgot to put on my brand new Captain Jack hat. That's right. We got the brand new Captain Jack hat here. I tell you, I ordered a couple of these, and I'm pretty excited about having those. So that will be the flying attire. That and the Captain Jack shirt here as we go on. Want to welcome Graham in tonight. Graham's here already, and Andrew is here. Guys, as always, smash that thumbs up button. We'll go for 25 likes tonight. And, I'm just, let's see, how many, I think I'm only like 7 subscriptions away. I say I've got 7 viewers at the moment. All right, all of y'all, smash that thumbs up button, and let's count those off. And if you haven't subbed yet, do. I think I'm only about 7 away from 300. That would be absolutely extraordinary if we could get that all done here this evening. We're going to be flying from Tampa to Havana, Cuba. And I'm thinking about maybe extending it a second leg. We'll see how that goes. But on the flight plan for sure is Tampa to Havana. So we'll see how things go. Of course, we've got the new sim computer running as we talked about last week here, and really excited about that. It is a marvelous machine, and we'll look forward to catching up on that in just a little bit. We are on the VATSIM network tonight. Go ahead and bring up some sim sounds, but it looks as though we're the only ones in Tampa at the moment. Don't forget you can follow the flight on Volanta. We'll go ahead and bring that up tonight. Here is our route out of Tampa, and we'll be heading kind of to the south over the coast. We'll fly over Cape Coral and Fort Myers, get a look at that, get a look at the Everglades off. We'll fly a little bit over Key West, and then we'll get ready for our approach into Havana, Cuba. So, in theory, we are on the Jacksonville Center at the moment. The Tampa Airport is right underneath that, so we'll call them here in just a minute and see what's going on with that. We're going to touch base with our buddy Al's. Al's has a live stream going on here in just a few minutes. And a little bit later, too, I'm going to tell you a little bit more. We have another discussion group coming up here. Myself, of course, Mickety Mike, Al's, CST Gaming, and my good buddy Pilot Noah. Hopefully on Sunday afternoon. I hope Noah's going to be able to join us. So why don't we go ahead and jump on into the cockpit here tonight. Bernie is here. Bernie, good evening. Welcome. Glad to have you aboard the aircraft with us. Let's go ahead and get in here now. I've done a lot of the pre-flight, of course. We do have our route and everything set up in FMC2 here, so those are looking good. We're going to be doing an RNAV approach into runway 24 at the moment into Havana. So there we go. Our V1 speeds 132, VR 133, and 136 on the V2. So we'll get those going here in just a minute. I've got everything else pretty much set. We're ready to start the APUs. So let's go upstairs here and get the APU started. Then we'll go ahead and call for our clearance. And we'll see if we can get Jacksonville clearance to get us going there. Okay, a little fuzz on the page there. But let's go ahead and call Jacksonville and see if he's going to clear us tonight. We're right on the edge of his coverage, so I'm not really 100% sure whether or not he will be with us. But like I said, nobody else in Tampa. We have the airport to ourselves. Jacksonville Center, good evening. This is Southwest 515 at the gate in Tampa. I believe we're at Charlie 36. Are you handling departures out of Tampa this evening? Okay, I am not hearing him come back to us. Okay, we should be on 135.925. Let's go down to the radio. Yeah, we're there. And he was on VATSIM, but maybe he's not there. Jacksonville Center, this is Southwest 515 at Tampa. Are you covering this area? Are you there tonight? If not, oh, there he is.
$150 down to 3,000 after Yable, yeah, Delta 952.
Okay, that was another aircraft. You know, guys, I don't do a lot of the extra stuff necessarily that Al's and Mickey D. Mike and some of those other guys do. My main moniker is Flight Sim for Fun, so we're trying to do more for fun here than necessarily doing absolutely all the stuff that they do on their streams, like playing music in the background and that. We'll just kind of chat with each other in the chat window, and I've got a couple of really cool things to tell you about while we're in transit here. Once again, it's Jacksonville Center on line 135.925. This is Southwest 515 in Tampa. Okay, I don't think he's there. Let's see, did he disappear from the map? I have that spy up. Oh, he's showing there. Bring this up to where you guys can see it. Yeah, see, we're just in the coverage here at KTPA, so I think for the moment we're going to just ignore that and see if we get an ACARS message come across on VATSIM here in just a few minutes. So you know what? We'll just go ahead and go over to the CTAF frequency for Tampa, and we'll see if he calls us back here in just a little bit, and then see what else happens here through the evening. All right, so we've got our APU started. Let's get our APU started. Our flight plan and everything is in the FMC, so we're good. We're ready with the AP Gen. Let's get those on at the moment. Go up and check our AP Gen voltages and everything. That looks good. Everything is set there. AC voltmeter, of course, there. We can disengage anything that may have popped. I don't know why I'm getting that stutter in that screen there. That's a little disconcerting, but I guess we'll see what happens as we go here. All right, so let's see. There we go. We're good. We got 3 likes in there, guys. Appreciate you 3. If you're the 3 there, it looks like I've got 6 viewers at the moment, so we'll not necessarily pay a whole lot of attention to that as we get started. But let's go ahead and see what we've got. All right, so for the moment, we're just going to squawk 1,200. And, of course, I can once again show that to you here on this camera. So we're going to squawk 1,200 until somebody tells us differently. And get that in there. All right. Our altimeter is set. I already did the altimeter set here just a little while ago. We are at 29er.82, which is the local Tampa altimeter, so that's good. And let's see, FMC is set. Initial altitude, we are going to be cruising this evening at 36,000 feet, or 37,000 feet. So I'm just going to crank that up a little bit. And let's see, I need to get over to our altimeter altitude set. So let's set that for, and I'm going to double check that in SimBrief because now I'm forgetting. Okay, SimBrief panel. All right, our cruise altitude tonight is going to be 370. Okay, there we go, 37,000. And we'll get that set up here. And we'll also go back up top. And we'll set our pressure altitude for 37,000. I had to buy a new mouse over this past weekend, too. I know our landing altitude is just right down at sea level, so we'll set that at 50. All right, that's good. All right, let's see our heading and takeoff runway. So we're going to be taking off on 19 right, and I can bring you guys over to ChartFox. And we'll take a look here at ChartFox on monitor 2. And, oh, you know what? Let me fix something on this just real quick. So we'll stand by there. And, yeah, I did not fix this one from last week. So we'll go ahead and get that. Now you'll be able to see her just fine. That'll be good. And we'll get that back over here. Ah, there you go. Now you can see. So we're going to be taking off on runway 19. 1-9er. What'd I say, right or left? Come on, brain work. Let's once again look at the chart here. 1-9 right. Okay, there we go. Okay, 1-9 right. So we're going to be taking off over here. We'll taxi probably Bravo 1, Alpha, Victor, and then Victor 8 for runway 19 right here in Tampa. There's our little red airplane, so that'll be able to show us taxiing along and moving here in just a moment. So we're going to get our heading set. Now, a little worried about why that's doing that. That's a little weird. All right, let's get in here. We're going to set our heading for the runway heading, which in this case, let's see, the chart says 187. So we'll go to 187 here. We'll go to 187 on the course. Get that around where it needs to be. Yeah, I want this flight streaming experience, guys, to be kind of similar to when I'm just here doing it here by myself, although I'm talking to you, and you can see that I just have a good time with it. All right, let's go down here and get, okay, so we're going to want V2 plus 15, so that's going to be 151. We'll set in the speed bug here, so we'll get 151 in there. We're going to get our flight directors on. Flight directors are set. Everything is set there. Our heading runway elevator trim is already set. Mach speed is set. Yaw damper. Let's get that turned on up here on our overhead. Guys, once again, if you haven't yet, smash that thumbs up button. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I really appreciate you doing that. Let's get our fuel pumps on. We're going to be ready to plan our pushback here. So fuel pumps are on for pushback. And let's go here to our pushback planner. We're going to pre-plan. Since we're going to 19 right, we're going to want our tail to kind of come out, and we're going to want to point this way. Okay, we'll get that in there. Okay, we've got our sounds turned up. Let's go ahead and request our pushback here.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Okay, he's going to come around there. The gate's going to go. Let's make sure our door is shut. Okay, door is shut on the aircraft. That's correct. Okay, while we're doing this, let's get our hydraulic pumps on. Flight altitude, landing altitude, flight directors on. Comm radios are set, ground connections are removed, yaw damper on.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Trust
Parking
but
brake set.
verify.
Lifting the aircraft.
Get that off there. All right. Trust but verify. That's right. Okay, aircraft is lifting up, as you can see
We
there.
are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Okay, we'll get the parking brake off
Parking
here.
brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Okay, we'll start
It
the
will
engines.
start in the sequence.
I don't know why we're getting that fuzz. All right, let's go. One more thing. Let's get up here and just make sure packs are off. Recirc is on. Isolation valve is open. APU bleed is on. Engine bleeds are on. All right, we're ready to start. And let's start number 2. Okay, number 2 starting up. We're watching the N2 numbers come up. Remember, 25%. Let's see, Andrew, yeah, you saw the email about Sunday. You were in. Yes, sir. I've already told the guys that you're going to be here and looking forward to that. All right, at 25% here, we're going to introduce fuel. So fuel is up, and we'll wait for that to get a good start. Aircraft getting pushed back, looking nice. Okay, let's go ahead and get back in here and start number 1. Okay, number 1 starting to spin up, looking good.
Switchback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Okay, let's get back on board here and get that parking brake set, and
Parking
we'll also
brake set.
introduce fuel to number
Parking
1.
brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ground. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Clear it to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
All right, there we
Holding
go.
position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
All right, there we go. We'll let those engines get started up. You'll notice here on our map that the aircraft has been orientated correctly for our departure out via Bravo 1 Alpha Victor. I'm going to go ahead and write that down. So we're essentially going to go Golf, Bravo 1, and Alpha, right on Victor, to W and Victor 8. Okay. We'll announce our taxi intentions here in just a moment. Let's go back to the over. Hey, Shane, welcome. Glad to have you here tonight, my brother. All right, let's get our probes on. I'm going to go ahead and do our wing and engine anti-ice, although, wait a minute, no, we're not going to need those. This is Florida, and it's 80 degrees outside. All right, let's get our packs on and our isolation valve to open. And let's get our gens over. Should have done that before the other stuff, but that's all right. Okay, and those are checked. We've got a dual bleed indicator, and all we need to do there is turn off our APU, and that goes away. All right, we are just about ready for taxi. Let's go ahead and get our flaps to flaps 1. Okay, flaps coming into position. See the forward slats going forward there on the wing. All right, we are set, and we're ready for taxi. Very good. Kills my skills. KMS. No, I got to get that right, don't I, Kills? KMS is here. Welcome, my friend. Appreciate you being here. You know what? I just did all that and didn't have the right camera on. All right, let's go. Let's take it. I want you to see this. I'm going to raise those flaps back up real quick. And see those slats. You can see the slats moving on the forward part of the wing there. Okay. Well, let those retract, and then they're going to go back into position. I just wanted you guys to be able to see how this works in the aircraft. So there's the slats coming forward, and there's our flaps going down. Okay, we are now set and ready for taxi. Tampa traffic, this is Southwest 515, going to be taxiing to runway 19 right via Golf Bravo 1 Alpha Victor V8, Victor 8 to runway 19 right. Southwest 515 Tampa traffic. Okay, guys, KSM. We got to get it in the right order, dude. KMS. It sounds like either a really cool rock radio station or another airline, maybe. KMS, broadcasting to the world. Well, there you go. Hey, by the way, once again, those of you who are new, we got the new Captain Jack hat. How about that? Isn't that cool? I was so looking forward to that getting here. I'll take that off and show you. But let's go ahead and get the parking brake off. Let's get our taxi lights on. And let's get rolling on and get ourselves on down to Havana, Cuba. Never flown in there. Haven't really flown to the airport. Let's see. KMS was about to ask where you got that hat from. Dude, I ordered it offline. Now, of course, I can't remember the company. It's Vistaprint. I ordered it from Vistaprint. And you guys might like one. We'll have to figure out how to maybe do that. I'll give that some thought if you guys would like a Captain Jack hat. I'm not really going to do a merch store. I don't really have time for that, but that's pretty cool. Okay, we're going to make a right turn here at Bravo 1. And we'll go ahead and look to the right, no traffic. Look to the left, no traffic. And we're going to go ahead and go on over, and we're going to make our left-hand turn. And it looks like this is on Bravo, so we're just going to go ahead and taxi on Bravo. I don't see Victor out there. Where is Victor? Victor should be just to the right, Victor. Victor. I do not think that this Airport has that taxiway. That taxiway is not there. Okay. It's there on my charts, as you could see a moment ago, taxiway Alpha, but it is not on the actual scenery here. I really should get over to center here as we taxi on. Tampa traffic, for anybody who cares, this is Southwest 515 on Bravo, making for taxiway Victor. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get rolling there. Yeah, I like this hat. I ordered one up with my logo from a Vistaprint. Man, I tell you. All right, let's get our auto brakes to RTO. Let's go ahead and go through some of our rest of our checklist here. Man, this runway, this taxiway is uneven there. Okay. Let's get our engines to continuous for takeoff there. We'll go ahead and get those in. Yeah, our friend Al's is on live here. I'll bring him up here. Just let you guys see, we've got Al's on live. He's flying from Johannesburg, or Johannesburg to Durban. So we'll check in with him here in just a few minutes. Let's make this right turn on Victor. 100 points. Yeah, hey Tom, good evening. Tom is here, my buddy Tom, and Tom, we have the new Captain Jack hat on display here. So we've got that. We've got one of those. That's pretty cool. Thought about getting some Captain Jack T-shirts and hats, but we'll have to think about that. Yeah, so Al's is flying live, and we'll pop him up here once we get into cruise, and I'll type in his chat that we're here. Our flight time tonight, our block time, we can get rid of that. Let me bring up our flight plan one more time. It's only about a 365-mile flight. That's why I'm saying we might go a little bit further. Block time, hour and a half, it says. But I thought about maybe flying back and going to Miami, but we'll see what kind of shape we're in when we land in Havana. I've been practicing my landing rates. Landing rates have been pretty decent until one other thing that I need to try to show you guys is I am going to be learning, or I'm in the process of learning how to fly the Phoenix A320. And we'll talk about that more in a little bit, too. I did buy the Phoenix A320. This was a practice flight that I did last night. But I had problems with the autopilot. I don't really quite completely know how to operate that autopilot just yet. And so my landing in Albuquerque was so bad I'm not going to tell you about it. Didn't crash, but... Actually, it was like I had to fly the aircraft manually literally from about the time it hit top of climb. For some reason, it was not behaving correctly, and I know it's pilot error, but I ended up finishing out the flight and flying it manually on down to Albuquerque, and it brought me in on an RNAV 26, and that runway is just difficult to deal with to start with. All right, let's get our parking brake on. Let's get in here. Let's get our auto throttles ready. Let's do our pre-takeoff checklist here. Okay, auto throttle is armed. Center fuel pumps we don't need. Anti-ice, and yeah, I don't think we're going to need to worry about the anti-ice or anything. Flight instruments, everything is looking good and proper there. We'll go ahead and bring my range lines up just because I like to see those. Let's get our TCAS and transponder on. All right, that's set. Okay, landing lights. We'll go ahead and get our landing lights on. Let's take a quick look and make sure they did that, because I did that from the Alpha flight yoke, so that's good. Everything is set there. Transponders TARA. Okay, we are good there, and let's go ahead and get our clock running. Let me reset it. Okay. Come on, clock. And run. Okay, now we're good. All right, now we're set. Okay, we'll go ahead and get on the runway here. Tampa traffic, this is Southwest 515 at runway 19 right, ready for takeoff. Tampa is Southwest 515. All right, get our parking brake off. And we're going to go ahead and roll up on the runway. And guys, we'll get ready for takeoff. Yeah, Tom, I'm actually probably going to end up using my T-HOTUS flight stick, or that flight stick that you let me borrow. Actually, that would be even better. Okay, ready, guys? All right. Then we are set here, and you know what time it is.
Toga! 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 Toga!
Get her done. We're rolling along. 80 knots checked. All right, here we go.
E1. Rotate.
Okay, let's rotate. Why am I getting those stutters? Oh, a little bit of a crosswind there.
Positive rate of climb.
All right, you get gear up. Man, steep climb. Ooh-wee, steep climb. Yeah, it's got me like at 23 degrees. Make that turn to the right out of Tampa. You should be able to look out this right wing and see some water. Yep, there's some water down there. Tampa Bay, and just in time for clouds. How about that? Looks nice, though. Okay, flaps up. Going to maintain this climb. Guys, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Shane says, I have family in Savannah, many work at Gulfstream. Oh, wow. Dad got access to his flight simulator there before, never got to go. Oh, man, you got to do that sometime. Holy smokes. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're coming through 4,800. Man, look at these clouds. Golly, that is just absolutely magnificent, isn't it? The volumetric clouds. Gee, man, spectacular clouds tonight. If you haven't yet, please do smash that thumbs up button, guys. Would appreciate it. Okay, we're going to keep climbing out here. Man, yeah, those clouds were really something. Look at that as we pop out of them there. Geez, isn't that gorgeous? Wow, wow, wow. Okay, 8,000 feet. Here when I arm the autopilot. Got a couple of things to do. Wow. Like John Glenn said, that view is tremendous. Okay, there's Tampa. Okay, we're going to get a throttle up here. All right, let's get the autopilot on. Okay, autopilot is on, and we need to go direct to pairs because we're already past Gandy, so we're going to make a turn to pairs and get out over Tampa Bay here. And while we're doing this, guys, of course, got to get your safety announcement in.
I need a beat, all right? All I need you to do is stomp and clap, and I'm going to do the rest, and I just cannot do the regular boring announcement again, otherwise I'm going to put myself to sleep. So, you guys with me? All right. So give me a stomp, clap, clap. Come on, stomp, clap, stay on beat there. There you go. Keep that going. This is SWA. The flight attendants on board serving you today. Teresa in the middle, David in the back. My name is David, and I'm here to tell you that shortly after takeoff, first things first, there's soft drinks and coffee to quench your thirst. But if you want another kind of drink, then just holler. Alcoholic beverages will be $4. If a Monster Energy drink is your plan, that'll be $3, and you get the whole can. We won't take your cash, you gotta pay with plastic. If you have a coupon, then that's fantastic. We know you're ready to get to new places. Open up the bins, put away your suitcases. Carry on items, go under the seat in front of you, so none of you have things by your feet. If you have a seat on the road with the exit, we're gonna talk to you, so you might as well expect it. You gotta help evacuate in case we need you. If you don't want to, then we're gonna reseat you. Before we leave, our advice is put away your electronic devices. Fasten your seatbelt, then put your trays up. Press the button to make the seat back raise up. Sit back, relax, have a good time. It's almost time to go, so I'm done with the rhyme. Thank you for the fact that I wasn't ignored. This is Southwest Airlines. Welcome aboard.
Hey, Captain Zimp. Hello, Captain Zimp. Welcome. Glad to have you here tonight, my friend. So good to see you and my other cohorts from YouTube streams and everything. Really switch it. Your Sim CFI. Hello. Welcome aboard Southwest 515. We are on the way to Tampa, from Tampa to Havana, Cuba. Going to be a really, really nice flight this evening. Really appreciate you guys checking in, and we're going to check in with Al's here in just a couple of minutes. I want to get past 18,000 feet, and we'll get our altimeter set to standard, and then we'll run over to Al's stream real quick, and just putting that over here where I can get to it. You know, my frame rates seem to be just a wee bit down tonight. Just a little bit. Not sure what's going on with that, but still very, very good. 48 to 49. Yeah, that's pretty good. So anyway, welcome again. We've got a lot of interesting things going on, and I am looking forward to making a flight here soon in the Phoenix A320. All right, let's set the standard. Okay, we're coming through almost 19,000 feet here. Our speed is 290. Let's see, 1822 on the clock. Let's look down here and get our progress. So we should be landing in Havana in about 45 minutes. I'll tell you, we may go ahead and go on back to Miami. We'll see what happens. Yeah, you know, the Southwest thing is just some audio that I pulled off a recording there, Cap Zimp. Al's is here. Al's, we've got you. Let's go ahead and pop Al's on the screen here. We're climbing up pretty good, so let me get Al's up here, and let's bring in Al's audio. Is here. Al's, we've got you. Let's go ahead and pop Al's on the screen here. We're climbing up.
Who's gonna pop me on the screen? And me on the screen with him on the screen? With me on the screen with him on the screen with me on the. It's gonna be confusing, bro. Gosh.
Oh. Yeah, I see. Al's. Yeah, you know, I don't know if we can talk to each other across this way. I don't know if we can talk to each other across this way, but hello, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, we've got the infinity screen going on there.
Yeah, that should be fun, bro. What is going on now? Well, let's see how this works.
Yeah, I see. Al's, yeah, you know, I don't know if we can talk to each other across this way.
We can talk to each other like this way.
Good to see you. Yeah,
hey, Jack, how's it going? Infinite streams. Hey, Jack.
Hey, buddy.
Going,
yeah, there's a delay.
It's so delayed though for him.
Oh, yeah, there's a bit of a delay, but we're up out of Tampa on the way to Havana, Cuba, and we may turn around and go to Miami. So we'll see what's going. But great to see you, buddy.
Like you promised, bro.
Hey, buddy. Yeah.
How's the stream going?
Too much delay.
We're up out of Tampa on the way to Havana, Cuba, and we may turn around and go to Miami. So we'll see what's going. But great to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too, man. Well, enjoy your stream. I'm gonna get back to my thing.
Yeah, let's let him go ahead and get back to his thing there, and Really appreciate getting to see Al's there
gosh,
tonight.
this is so
And
late,
don't
bro.
forget to check out
much
Al's
later,
stream and go and give him a like there, guys, if you would. I would really, really appreciate that. All right, let's get back over here. Yeah, go to Al's channel if you would and give him a subscription if you haven't yet. Be sure to check out his channel and smash that thumbs up button for my good buddy Al's too. And then, of course, while you're at it, go over by CST Gaming on YouTube here, of course. And Mello's got a great stream, great stuff on his streams, great content. Be sure to check that out. Mello also does an awful lot of giveaways, so you're definitely going to want to check out CST Gaming. And then, of course, Mickety Mike. No, wait a minute. I've got, okay, that's not right. That's not right. Okay, there we go. Let me put that up. There you go. Mickety Mike, he's kind of, Al's was actually the first YouTube streamer that I found, and then I found Mickety Mike. And we're all three, well, let's see. Al's, myself, and Mickety Mike, and Pilot Noah. We're going to be doing a special live stream. Oh, hello, Scott. Okay, Scott got here. Glad you've been watching from the start. Scott, thank you so much. But we're going to be doing a special discussion group podcast live stream coming up this Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock Mountain, 4 o'clock Eastern. So I want you to be sure to check that out, and we'll have some more information on that. If you're on the Captain Jack email reminder, would love to do that. Yoham, hello. Yoham is here. Go back up through the chat window there. Yoham, I guess you're maybe flying with Al's and watching over here, so thanks, man. I appreciate you checking in as well, but we'll look forward to that second in the series discussion live stream coming up this Sunday at 2 o'clock Mountain Time on my channel. I think Mickety Mike is going to be streaming it as well, but we will have some live stream information up on that. Also on my Discord, Captain Jack Flight Sim. Join me on Discord if you get the opportunity there. I would really, really appreciate that. So, great. All right, very good. We're climbing up through 28,400 feet. Our speed is 291. Okay, and we're right over Port Charlotte, Florida. Let's get outside the airplane here and look down on Port Charlotte. There we go. 50 frames, 55, 56 frames outside the aircraft. Very good as we go over Port Charlotte. And pretty soon we're going to be down here into the Fort Myers, Cape Coral area. I really have a very, very strong affection for Cape Coral and Fort Myers. Love this area. There's Cape Coral. Yep. Right here at the bottom of this, let's see. I don't know if we can see it. Right here at the bottom of this little square of water, all these lines through here are canals. Yeah, get out the way. And right below this little square right here, we stayed in a vacation rental. And it was really, really cool. CST is here. CST, hello. We just promoted your channel and all the great giveaways that you have going on CST Gaming. Right here on YouTube, so be sure to check out. That's Al's and there's CST. Check out CST's channel, as I said a little while ago. But welcome, Mello. Glad to have you here tonight, my friend. Glad you could make it. So, yeah, cruising over Cape Coral. Now, interesting, when that hurricane came through here, this was ground zero. A year and a half, a couple of years ago. This little area here, I have vacationed. This is called Matlacha. And it's right just kind of in the water off Pine Island. But I actually have stayed down here. But this little area just got wiped clean by that hurricane here a year and a half or so ago, whenever it was that it hit the Fort Myers area. Just utter devastation. Looking at the Google Earth pictures lately, everything, they're recovering stuff. But man, oh man. Yeah, we stayed right in that block right there. Yeah, that's so cool. They render so well. Yeah, we were right next to this little square of water, and we stayed right there. This bridge, the bridge and the causeway over to Sanibel Island, it got knocked out and just totally wiped out. Fort Myers Beach along here had a lot of problems, of course, when that hurricane came through just a while back. And my family and I spent the day over at, Boynton Beach. Boynton Beach here, which is basically a sand shell beach. It's not really terribly sandy. It is sandy, but not much. It's almost a shell beach through this island, Sanibel Island. So if you ever get the chance, would highly recommend a vacation there in Florida. Very, very cool. But love the Fort Myers area, and have never gone to Cuba before here in the aircraft or otherwise. So this is going to be an interesting flight for me tonight. And I'm not terribly familiar with the runway system at, actually not terribly familiar. I should say I'm probably not familiar at all. So we're going to kind of be winging it in, so to speak. And we'll see what happens here. All right, let's bring Volanta back up and just kind of check our path here. Okay, here we go. So we're down here over the Fort Myers Cape Coral area, and I'll tell you what, we're going to have a really, really tight top of climb and top of descent. There's our top of climb. Okay, well, maybe not as tight as I thought. We're actually going to have a little time in between top of climb and top of descent. I thought it was going to be a little bit that. Yeah, winging it. You get it. Your Sim CFI. Hello, guys. If you haven't yet, smash that thumbs up button for me. Would most definitely appreciate that so much. 7 likes, 13 viewers, 7 likes. Those of you who haven't yet, please go ahead and do that. But yeah, I'm going to have to see if Chart Fox, I do not think, is going to have information. Here, let me pull this up to where you guys can see it. We're coming up on 35,200 feet. Okay, so our airport tonight. Okay, I just want to check that real quick. Let's go up here. Okay, MUHA. I don't think Chart Fox is going to do this. Oh, good. How about that? Well, maybe it will. Huh. Interesting. Combined chart package, it says. All right, let's see what that gives us. Come on, Cletus. I have fast internet here. It should be a lot faster than that. But we'll let that come up. All right, 1,000 feet from top of climb. Yeah, so those of you who have been flying the, okay, Scott says just send a picture of the new 737 levers to you. Oh, okay. Let's look at that while we're waiting for that to come up. Okay. Oh, great, and it's in Spanish. Okay, well, you know what? I don't know that we're going to be able to tell much from that. So we literally are going to wing it into this airport. Okay, so Scott, you said you sent that to Discord. I'm going to presume. Now, let me get to the right one here. Did you send it to terminal? Screenshots. Okay, that's what we want. No? Okay, Scott, where did you put it? Just send a picture of the new, yes, Discord message. Okay. There you are. Okay. Not seeing it in there, Scott. Okay, let me make sure I'm in the right. Okay, we're in the DM. Yeah, okay. Scott, you want to be a little more precise? It's not showing up here in the Discord. Oh, wait, that's Scott E. I'm sorry. I have the wrong Scott. I've got 2 Scotts in here. Where are you? Oh, that's right. You used a different name. Scott, where the heck are you? Oh, there we go. Okay, now I got you, finally. I've got to disable that. Okay, Heinz pilot. Oh, man, those are great. Here, let's bring up the... Oh, nice. Very nice, Scott. Oh, I should be on 122.8 as well. So let me change the radio over. Okay. Nice. Man, yeah, I love the throttle cutoff. Okay, that kind of shows us up close. So how hard was it, Scott? How hard was it to integrate USB-wise into the simulator, or have you done that yet? As far as the fuel cutoffs, I mean, you know, the handles are the throttle handles are self-explanatory. But yeah, how did you do that? That is very, very cool, my friend. Very cool. Yeah, if you guys want to send me anything in Discord tonight, certainly would like to see it. Now, I didn't mean to shut Discord off. All right. I will restart it. Hello, Discord. It's okay. There we go. Okay, cool. Cool. Scott, thank you so much, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward. Scott's building a new house, guys, and I am really looking forward to. He's going to have quite a flight sim set up. As a matter of fact, I'm going to ride the motorcycle down, Scott, after you get that built, and take a look at what you're doing there. That would be really, really cool. Okay, we're heading off the coast there. There's the Florida Everglades. And yeah, we are doing a daytime flight. You know, we could fly in the nighttime, we could fly real time, but I think I'm kind of like owls, with rare exceptions. I kind of think nighttime flights are probably a little more boring than anything else. Yeah, let me take this off real quick and show you the close-up of the Captain Jack Flight Sim hat. There we go. Yeah, real happy with that. KMS says, yeah, let's go down there and see the Gators. You mean the football team? No. Yeah, Florida Gators. How about that? Okay, and of course you guys know that Colorado 1 is kind of my signature aircraft, but like I said, I'm going to get into flying the Airbus A320, the Phoenix A320 here. I'm learning. There's quite a learning curve with that aircraft there. Man, I think we're getting hit, 79 mile an hour winds off of 281. Yeah, look at this. 281 and 79. Holy smackerel. Yeah, your sim CFI says if you ever, well, that disappeared off that there. Your sim CFI, go ahead and put that in the chat window, that question there. KMS, I got the Phoenix. As a matter of fact, let me show you a picture. I more or less really just started flying it the other day, and there's quite a learning curve with it. So I was flying the United A320 Friendship there, the old retro livery, and isn't that gorgeous? I think I was using the the ICA engines. Yeah, like I said, I am just learning about that. KF0 UFO Andrew is here. Let's see. Your Sim CFI, not a question just for you on Discord. You can, okay, buddy, I sure will. Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? Just absolutely beautiful. Was flying from Denver to Albuquerque, and I definitely screwed something up in the autopilot, and so it was not a good flight. It was not a good flight at all. I literally had to hand fly it from about the time it got to 32,000 feet all the way to Albuquerque. So one, it was a little exhausting, and two, the wind and the runway 26, if you look at that at ABQ, it literally faces some mountains very close, and it was a real tricky approach, and I just did not do it right. And and embarrassed to tell you how bad the landing rate was. It was pretty bad. There's the Florida Keys off in the distance. Look at that. Now we're over the southwestern tip of Florida, and we're heading out over the Gulf, and you can see the Florida Keys through here. Man, that is just extraordinary, isn't it? Wow, just crazy cool. You know, my wife will tell me it's just a simulator, and I go, I know, honey, but golly, man, you almost feel like you're really going to these places, and I just get really excited about it. You know, I'm going to go ahead and let's get our landing dispatch up here, and once again take a look at our flight plan. All right, we'll do that. We're going to be landing on runway 24, so we're going to select 24. There we go. Condition will be dry. We'll go ahead and import that and import the weather. And 29 or 9 or 4, 84 degrees outside. Winds 170 at 5. So, yep, that needs to bring us in on 26. Going to be a bit of a crosswind, but there you go. Johan says the IREs are lanky and the CFMs are stubby. Right, buddy. Yeah, absolutely. KMS says, for reference, the IAEs are much longer than the CFMs are much. Yeah, absolutely, guys. I'm still getting used to all that, and you know, there's a lot more to that one's in the MCDU, the MCDU, than there is the FMC, in my opinion, anyway, at this point, here in the 737, the Boeing. But it's a beautiful aircraft, really so much fun. I will be debuting that on the stream here before too terribly long, but I definitely have to get some more practice in before I'm going to feel comfortable enough flying that. And Al's, a little while ago, we were watching Al's, and he's flying that aircraft, and he just made it look so quick and smooth and easy and has everything memorized, and it's just absolutely crazy how fast he went through things. Of course, he's, let's see, how old is he? He's probably, Jiminy Christmas, 35? No, more than that. Let's see. Let me try to do the math. Probably 45, 46 years younger than me. And so, Yoham, I understand you're quite the A320 pilot. So I might just have to holler at you sometime. Noah has been really helping me a lot. He and I have flown together a couple of times. The first flight I did in it from Charlotte to Indy, along with Noah. Noah was kind of coaching me the whole way, and he could see my screen at the same time. Let's get rid of that for the moment. He could see my stream at the same time, my screen at the same time, and he was telling me, you know, what buttons to push and everything to do in there. Yeah, as Scott says, Airbus, the dark side. Oh yeah. So anyway, that's kind of my take on the A3 or the A320 right now. But I'll get there. You know, I've been flying this airplane now for at least 2 years, if not 3. Basically about since PMDG came out with the 737-700. I didn't buy the 800, bought the 900. Now I just put all this money into the Phoenix. And, you know, it's 49 pounds, which translates to about $61 U.S. And so definitely put a little of my extra funds into that. And I just spent all this money on this new computer and everything. So my play funds are kind of dried up for now. Kind of used up. Anyway, guys, welcome to out over southeastern Florida here. And this is a real Southwest route, by the way. I was really surprised. Graham had sent me an email saying, why don't you fly Tampa to Havana? And I'm like, you know, that would be fun. And you know, I'm not necessarily a scheduled airline flying simmer and streamer. There's the Florida Keys. Let's see, that is Sugarloaf and Big Torch Key. Big Torch Key's kind of right under our tail right now. Man, can you imagine being down there in this area during a hurricane? Holy smokes. And there's Key West just off our nose. We'll have to fly into Key West sometime. I'm going to do some flights in the ATR 42700, and we'll be doing some Florida island hopping flights. But I've also got to practice in that airplane. So, guys, we're taking off for parts new to me as we head on over to Havana, Cuba. And, yeah, I need to see Okay, yeah, like I said, there's no charts. There's just information, and most of it's in Spanish. Once again, I'll show you that on monitor 2 here. Everything's in Spanish, and it's a combined chart package, so you don't really get anything else. So we'll just look for the runways. And if we have to do a go-around or something like that, we'll do it. All right, getting a little bit of a dry throat there, so pardon me if we have some problems with that. Now, one other thing that we're going to need to do, since we don't have a controller. Oh, what have we got? Okay. I must have bumped something while we were outside the aircraft. Okay, you'll notice here in the flight plan, we've got a little bit of a curlicue at maximum and a break in the line. So that is going to mean, okay, we don't have a discontinuity. All right, let's make sure nobody is covering this area right now. Nope, nobody is. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to okay, Maxim is where that is. Kanoa, then Maxim. And I think we are going to skip Kanoa. Oh, I had it there. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know why I'm seeing those fixes are so close together. It's doing an early turn and flown around. Okay, Scott says flown around this area in the Kodiak 100. Yeah, Scott, you've done that. These fixes are so close together. It's doing an early turn. Yeah, let's go direct to Maxim after lulls, and we'll recalculate that. Okay, and that fixed the issue. So let me bring this back to where you can see it. We've gotten rid of our curlicues there. Yeah, you're right. Those fixes must be so close together that that does that. All right, let's go back over here. We're going to grab our runway, and we're going to go ahead and set up our fixes, our fix rings. And then that way they're done, and unless the wind changes, we'll see if METAR TAF gives us any difference in the winds. Okay, those are there. One other thing, too, that I like about the EFB in the A320 is you can actually get a lot more information. So landing and import weather, and we're good there. Let's go to landing dispatch. We're landing on 24. Everything's imported. Let's go ahead and do our calculate here. Okay, 139 and runway 24. Okay, looks good. Let's see. Scott said if it had to do with the distance between those fixes and the speed you're flying since it's at a higher altitude. Okay, gotcha, Scott. And Graham says, send a picture of Havana runway on the Discord direct message. Okay, let's come over here and look at that from Mr. Graham. Okay, Graham, you said you Discord direct message. Okay, that's you. Oh, this is oh, you sent it from Volanta. Okay, let's pull up Volanta on the other computer. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? We just hit top of descent. Okay, I'm going to have to manual top is. Okay, guys, I got to fly the airplane a minute here. And let's get back on our... Wow. Okay, come on. Is it going to go down? No, it's not. We're going to have to really descend. Pull speed back to 2. Okay, I got to fly the airplane. So we'll do that. Oh, Graham, you said run 1, sorry? Okay, no worries, man. All right, you know what? Let me get you guys back in here. I heard those engines decel. Okay, Graham, I see that you've got that up now. All right, let me get us back on our descent path here because we're still way off the descent path. Let's go ahead and introduce some drag and see if we can get that to start coming down. Wow. Probably I got distracted there. I shouldn't have got distracted. So we'll keep on descending. Okay, now our count to get back on the descent path is going in the direction it should. Okay, very good. So we'll just settle here and let this pick up where we need to be. We'll keep that drag in. We'll hold about 262. We really don't want to go terribly fast here. Okay, so Graham, yeah, you did send that. Okay, I'll pop that up there real quick so I'm watching the descent rate. There we go. Let's see. I don't think I can make it any bigger than that to show up on you guys' screen, though. Okay, well, that's good to have. Okay, thanks, Graham. I appreciate that. All right, yeah, now we're starting to get back to where we need to be. Fly the airplane. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and bring this way, way down. Oh, Graham, no worries. No worries, man. Okay, 400 feet. Okay, we're going to be able to re-engage our VNAV here. We can kind of arrest this descent. And we'll be able to re-engage the VNAV here momentarily. Bring up the cockpit sounds a little bit. Oh. Okay, nope, we started going the wrong direction there. So we're going to come back. Don't want to be that much. Okay, here we come now. I'm going to go ahead and let it get a little bit closer in. Okay, let's see if we can get the aircraft to... Come on, get on up there a little closer, baby. Once it hits 50, I'll go ahead and re-engage the VNAV here. Okay, almost there. Come on, a little more. All right. VNAV, re-engage. Boy, it really is wanting to increase its offset here. So I think I'm going to keep descending manually. Or actually, we want to be at maximum. Let's check that altitude again. At maximum, we want to be at 21 or 211, flight level 211. Okay, now she's behaving properly in VNAV. See, guys, I'm doing this. Like I said, I am flight sim for fun, and I will sit here and talk to myself when I'm flying just by myself. Okay, now we're making the turn at maximum, and we're feeling good about the speed. The aircraft is managing its speed. We're coming through 21,600 feet. And at maximum, we should be at 21.1. So we're looking good. Okay. So once again, let's see if METAR TAF is going to give us the information that we need for the aircraft, for the airport. MHAV. Nope, it does not. So let's see if my other tablet will. Somebody want to see if they in their references. Did I do that right? You know, I have gotten that airport wrong so many times as to what it actually is. Yeah, MUHA. Okay. MUHA. MUHA. I should, you know. Okay, there we go. Hey, how about that, Jose? Okay, we actually have that one. Okay, that actually came up. All right, we're through 18,000 feet, and we need to be at 1014. So we're going to have to do HPA on this. Okay, and I just set that, and we'll take it. Okay. So let me bring you guys back over here. And we're using the kilopascals here. So we're at 1014. Nice, the airplane knows how to convert that. And there's the island off ahead. Okay, there's going to be a lot of, since we're coming in on this RNAV approach, it's going to be a lot of hand flying here.
If you haven't yet, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel.
Thanks a lot, co-pilot Jeremy. All right, guys, we're heading on down into Havana. Now, where's my engine display? Where did you go? That has disappeared. Where did it go, and why did it go down there? Okay, interesting. John is here. John, welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Why is my engine display not on up here? I'm just playing around now. Okay, yeah. Where? John, you said you were flying with Scott earlier. Yeah. You know, Scott told me about you guys having such a great time together, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here tonight on board Colorado 1, the Southwest 737. Good to have you alongside. I don't know, guys. I almost kind of want to go to Miami, but it's been a long day. I have had a couple of really long days. We had a problem up with our major Denver radio station yesterday, and that took a lot of energy out. Yep. So we're heading straight on into Havana. Havana traffic, Southwest 515. We are 20 miles from FHAR and in for the RNAV 27. Southwest 515, Havana traffic, or Unicom. Okay, what's the CTAF frequency for this one? Let me get that up here. Uh-oh. I just heard something. What was that? Okay, never mind. It's interesting. MUHA. no CTAF frequency found for MUHA. Okay. Scott, of course, says, been using and testing Beyond ATC, amazing product. Yeah, a lot of folks are really excited about that. And John, everything you were telling me about it, especially if it can integrate with VATSIM, is going to be really, truly amazing. It really will be. Okay. All right, guys. Well, once again, so glad to have you here tonight. Thank you. I really appreciate you tuning in to the stream. And hope you're enjoying the Captain Jack Wednesday evening flight stream here. 12 likes so far. Sure would like to get up to 20 if at all possible. But appreciate every one of you who have smashed that thumbs up button. Okay, we're at 10,100 feet. I'm going to go ahead and turn on some lights up here. We're going to just turn them all on. Not going to worry about wing lights and logo lights and all that, though, because it is daytime. And we're on our descent path just fine. That looks good. Our speed is reducing. We're looking good there. I'm going to go ahead and arm the speed brakes. And as I come into this airport to land on this runway, guys, it's going to be the first time ever landing at this airport. But having a lot of fun. This is really fun. So we'll just keep on angling down here. Nothing but water, of course. Water out that side. Although there's a little bit of looks like a layer of fog there. Huh. I remember reading. Yeah, look at this layer of fog here. That's interesting. I remember reading something on YouTube about it always being foggy landing in Havana. Scott says Cuban Customs will be waiting. I don't know, Scott. Maybe we should just stay on the aircraft, turn around, and go to Miami. What do you think? We'll see what happens when we land here. I have just noticed something else that is not in my checklist that I haven't been doing for a while, and that's resetting the fuel rate. Graham says, "Get the orange jumpsuits ready." Well, you guys are full of it tonight, aren't you? All right. Too funny. I want to write in here reset fuel rate. This checklist is missing a few things. Yeah, and I've started handwriting up a checklist for the A320. John says pick up a couple of Cuban cigars. Oh, hey, there you go. So right now, this is my handwritten notes for the A320. 2 pages of them, essentially. So I'm going to be working on that as time permits. I know that I've got a full day on Saturday, and then we're doing, don't forget, our live stream with Mickey Mike, Havana Jack, yeah. Don't forget our live stream, our discussion group coming up on Sunday, 2 o'clock Mountain Time. Mickey Mike, CST Gaming, our good buddy Owls, and Pilot Noah are getting together, and we're going to be discussing flight simulation. Let me get this over here where you can see it, so you guys will have the landing rate here. Yeah, I'm tempted to do a quick, and I mean a quick turnaround and get back in the air and go to Miami. What do you guys think? Maybe vote in chat. Do you want to go on to Miami from here tonight? Do you want to just make a quick trip back across and land at Miami? Let me know in the chat what you think. Okay, through 5,400 feet, we're on glide path just fine. Yeah, guys, let me know if you want to go on to Miami. Federales will be boarding. Yeah, it's the Southwest. I mean, come on. Southwest can't be that bad, can it? I'm really just amazed that Southwest flies in here. I was just really surprised at that. Now, where'd my landing rate monitor go? Oh, I clicked in the screen. That's what it was. Okay, there it is. Okay, we're making the turn to the runway, so we're going to go ahead and go flaps 1. We're going to get that speed coming down. In Havana traffic on Unicom, this is Southwest 515, turning 15-mile final for runway 24. Southwest 515, Havana, Cuba traffic. All right, let's get that speed down. Runway is totally obscured, can't see nothing. We're going to get 2 landing rates. We're going to get one from the flight events server. You get settled on the pedals here. That wind is 10 knots just off our left nose there, so we're going to keep getting down in here. Okay, coming up on about 13-mile final. Yeah, every time I do that, the landing rate monitor goes away. I need to remember that. Scott says, I don't know, I had them board my SkyWest flights a couple of times in Mexico. Yeah, well, that's interesting. Why do you think, Scott? Why do you think they did that? Okay, I'm going to set my landing view here and get LRM back up. No, stop doing that. Okay, well, it's definitely foggy. I hope this RNAV is correct. Just because they can third world. Yeah, I guess so, Scott. That does make sense, actually. Hey, guys, we had the noise in my microphone last week. Does everything sound okay? Let's see. J Foot, is it? I can't quite make it if that's a T or an L. It's 709. Hey, buddy, good to have you here tonight. Havana to Miami sounds good. Yeah, I know. I kind of want to go on, too, so I'm thinking we'll do that. But, man, I can't see that runway for squat. So we're literally going to feel our way down. All right, let's go ahead and go flaps 5. And let's get our speed down. I'm going to take over the speed. Okay, we're going to get ready to drop the gear here momentarily. Wow, we definitely... Let's go flaps 15. I did not do my descent chart. And it's going to scream at me. But it should stop here in just a minute. Okay, just 0.1, 1, 2, 4, 0.3. Man, I'm being brave, aren't I? Let's see, we'll get flaps 30 and get the ref in there. Okay, I did not do that earlier. Man, I do not see a runway. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and manage my speed. Come on. Well, I'll have to tell you guys what the descent rate is, and we're going to get flaps 30 in. Yeah, she's going to scream at me here for a little bit, but we are managing the descent path. Looks like your minimum fuel, they don't like to land with less than 6,000 pounds on board total. Yeah, I can't see any of that right now, so we'll take a look at that later. All right, let's get our gear down. Okay, we're configured for landing, and she's screaming at me, but not going to worry about it. She'll shut up, and she did. Okay, we're at 139. Man, I hope that runway appears there pretty soon. Havana traffic on Unicom Southwest 515, 5-mile final, runway 24 Havana, Southwest 515. Man, I sure wish I was on an ILS because I can't see a runway yet for squat. So I am not going to disengage the autopilot just yet. Okay, guys, this is the scariest landing I've ever done. Okay, now I think I finally have the runway. I am going to engage. No, wait a minute. You can't do an auto land in RNAV. So we're just going to keep watching before I disengage this autopilot. Let's get the landing rate monitor back up for you. Okay, there we go. All right, my airplane. Why in simulator do they always put all these trees Okay, we're probably going to land a little long here.
100.
Okay, I'm happy with this. Nose study. Eyes to the end of the runway. Okay, let's get her down. Okay, that gave me our landing rate of 229. Oh, we got applause. 1.06 G. Why am I not hearing my reversers? Yeah, that was nice. That was a decent landing. I'm super happy with that one, actually. What did LRM give us? Oh, look at there. Minus 183. Right on Claiborne. I will take that. Where the heck is a turnoff? I think we're going to do a quick turnaround, guys. And for those of you who want to hang on, you know what? I have no steering control. What in the world has happened to my aircraft? Okay, now it's letting me steer. John, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'll take a minus 183 any day of the week. The other landing rate monitor gave me, what, a minus 229 or something, but that's all right. All right, let's get off here. Okay, let's get our flaps up. Let's retract our speed brakes. Yeah, something is definitely interesting with the aircraft. Check hydraulics. Yep, you're right. Let me get turned around here. I know absolutely nothing about this airport, and I don't have any charts to tell me where a terminal is. I think it's on back down this way. Okay, guys, you know what? We're going to stop here. No, that's not a terminal. That looks like a general aviation area. They saw it with Southwest Airlines and thought he's not getting in here. Oh, you guys are awesome. Okay, maybe that's a terminal. Anybody know where the terminal is? Because I do not have any reference to this airport. Wait a minute, maybe I do have something. Oh, you know, well, there's no airport diagram on my flightplan.go. I have absolutely no reference to this airport. Let's go up here and check our hydraulics and say, well, hydraulics are all on. I don't have any errors there. Okay, well, I'm going to get the APU on. Let's get the airplane started up. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to call that the terminal over there. You can turn on Echo. That should be the international terminal. Well, I'd be happy to know what is. Let's see what the sign says coming up here. So what, down at the end of the runway there, J-Foot? Let's see, so that's Alpha. Yeah, I think I want to go back to Miami where I know what stuff is. Turn there. Okay. It's Cuba, people. Well, that does look like a terminal over there, so I think we're going to head over to that one. I have no diagrams. I have absolutely nothing I can go by here. And then we'll just do a quick turnaround and get the heck out of Cuba. It says turn left. Okay, we'll turn left up here at this next one. Let's see, what does the sign say? I can actually read the signs on this computer. Charlie. No, I'm on Charlie. That says Alpha. Okay, there's terminals over there. Okay, that makes sense. So we're going to turn to the left here. Yeah, I know, Scott, right? Yeah, it's one of those. Man, it don't. You know what? There ain't no way to. Is there a taxiway across that? Yeah, they're going to think drunk American pilot. Okay, well, if that was Charlie, then in theory this is Delta. Okay, yeah, we'll turn in Delta. All right, that makes sense to me. Then we'll just do a quick turnaround and get the heck out of Havana. I started to say Dodge, but. And then we'll see what else is going on with my airplane here. It kind of, I had no thrust reversers or nothing there. I don't know what happened. Send him back home, Graham says. Yeah, well, I think I'm going to be glad to get home after this. And you know what, too? I wonder if I'm even going to be able to get a pushback out of here. Don't forget the cigars. You know what? Y'all can run in and get one in the gift shop if you want. Yeah, we're just going to go over here. Oh, there's the Federales. I'm going to get ahead of him. I am totally screwing around here, aren't I? All right. There's a pull up to the gate. I'll attach the gate for you guys if you want to run into the gift shop, and I'll do the turnaround real quick. Yeah, Scott, here they come. Make sure you're pointing the right way in case. All right, let's get slowed up here. Let's get our taxi lights off so we don't blind any federales who might want to give me a problem. Yeah, I tell you what, we're gonna go back to Miami. All right, let's get the brake on. Let's go to the overhead here. APU gens are ready. Let's get the APU bleed on. Let's get the APU gens on. Let's come back downstairs, and we're going to reset that, and we're going to shut our engines down. All right, APU bleed is on. That's good. We'll leave the packs on for a moment. We're going to open the isolation valve. We're going to turn our engine fuel pumps off. We're going to come up and get the probe heat off. Window heat we're going to leave on because, like I said, we are going to do a quick turnaround and get out of here, my friends. All right, would you like to meet my little friend? Scott says, this is fun and scary all at the same time. What part of it is scary, Scott? Just being in Cuba? Because, yeah, I agree. All right, let's get down here. And for people who want to get off the freaking airplane, we'll let them get off the freaking airplane. Let's go back to ground services. Let's set our wheel chocks there. Let's request our ground power and go ahead and did that button work? Yeah, here she comes. All right. I'm a little crooked on the line there. The federales will get me for that as well, but we are not going to worry. Okay, let's go ahead and bring up SimBrief and get us a new flight plan, and I'll put that over here to where you guys can see it as well. All right, we'll go ahead and do that. We're going to go to SimBrief. We're going to make this just as quick as we possibly can, guys. So let's get the dispatch up. Okay, we're going to create a new. We're going to do this. 737. We're going to do the economy because I'm cheap. Let's go SWA. We're going to continue on as 515. Today is May 15th. Okay, and we're going to go to KMIA. We're going to depart MUHA, MUHA. I don't know. I'm proud of that landing, though, guys. What do you think? I think that Guantanamo Bay is open for, yeah, I bet they are. KMIA. All right, that looks good. I really want to get this done and get out of here. No, I don't need to calculate and compare. That's fine. Looks like an hour and 15 minutes on to Miami. That looks good. We'll generate the flight. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I just can't wait to get out of here. So let's go ahead and pre-file on VATSIM, and we'll see if somebody from Miami shows up here. Waiting for VATSIM to respond. I'm waiting for VATSIM to respond. Okay, the wheel's turning. Okay, there we go. That's good. Let's file our flight plan. All right, flight plan is filed. That is good. Let's go ahead and pull up on Volanta now. You're the first person to arrive there today. Well, there you go. That just tells you, doesn't it? Let's start a new flight. Let's add a flight plan. Let's get that in here. MUHA to Miami, right on. Okay, VATSIM is set. I need to look at that last flight and see what actually a Volanta probably gave me the same thing LRM did. Okay, we are good in that regard. I'm going to go back to my checklist in just a minute, but I've got a couple of other things to lay in here. So let's get landing rate monitor up so that I can go ahead and fetch from SimBrief. All right, good. Set active plan. This is for FS Hub, so you guys can track me on FS Hub as well. FSHub.io if you are so inclined. Welcome to Havana. Y'all hurry up and get your cigars and get back in here and sit down. And I'm going to get ready to get the heck out of Havana. So let's go back to the checklist. We know that pretty much everything is good, but we'll go back through some of the preliminaries anyway. Okay, parking brake is on, gear down, flaps up, and start lever is good. Window heat, we know that we've already got on because I didn't turn it off. We don't have to worry about the nav switches. They are already there, and the PFD and MFD are good. So I don't know why it's doing that little thing there. Okay, FMC, let's load that into the tablet and get our new flight plan in here. So we're going to come over here. We're going to request new data from SimBrief. MUHA to MIA, that is good. All right, we'll come over here to the performance tool, and we're going to take off from MUHA. And let's see what SimBrief is going to tell us to do. Scott says, hey, Jack, you think your lower DU from SWIT, your MFD needs to be in normal. You know what? Let's look at that real quick before I move on. You're right, Scott. Okay, so MFD. Okay, lower DU. Come on. Okay, there we go. That was it. I don't know how that switch got changed. Okay, now, thank you, Scott. Good call, good call. Tom says I'm going to ride in the nose gear wheel well to get the full experience. Tom, whatever you want, brother. I am all for it. Yeah, Scott says got it. All right, good. All right, that's good. All right, next, let's go back. Okay, we are on ground power. So let's come back up here. We're going to get the packs off because we know that we're going to have them off to start the engines. Isolation valve is in open. It is 80 degrees outside, but we're going to get out of here quick. So we'll get all of that back on. APU bleed is on. APU gen, we can get started here momentarily. We are on ground power at the moment. Oh, no, we're still on the APU gen, aren't we? Okay, we need to go to ground power. Okay, so we're on ground power now. That's right. Let's get that switch off. We can get the bleeds off. We'll come back and get those on in just a moment. And we're going to turn off the APU. All right, good. We will get the flight program in and then get everything set up for that. Okay, so back to our flight plan. MUHA to Miami. Okay, 370 there, 19 right. Okay, that already imported. That's good. Let's get all of this set. Our weight is here. Okay, actually, before we do this, we need to come back over here. And we need to come to our menu. We need to go to FS Actions, Ground Services. Okay, that's good. Everything's connected there properly. We need to go back here. We need to go to FMC. We need to go to our route page, and we need to request our flight plan. There it is. The SimBrief route is in. We're going to set our fuel. We're going to set our payload. Y'all better get your butts back in here. We're going to request the flight plan and get that going here is minutes. So since we have the fuel loaded on board, I'm going to go ahead and restart the APU. So let's get that on, and APU will fire up here for us pretty quickly, actually. Very good. I tell you what, let's see what Owls is doing for a moment here.
I'm in the wrong airport. We go FACT approach. We'll go ILS runway 01. We'll go Cat. We're gonna be descending here. We're gonna be Charlie.
I'm gonna type into him. Hey, I landed in Havana. We're getting ready to go to Miami.
Next phase, we'll go 105. 105. Oh, sorry, is that 405 or 105? It is 105. Decision night is 240. That's the wrong thing. 245. So 245 on the decision night. Boom. Let's go and grab the weather as we already are here. We're coming in fast.
It would help if I
Let's go
could
ahead.
type.
We'll go boom. Let's go arrival. We'll refresh meter. We'll go and apply it. And what do we got? QNH and FSCT. We got 1021. So let's go and set.
I don't know why I'm having so much
1021.
trouble typing here.
Temperature today, we're going to be rocking with a temp outside of 10 degrees Celsius, so
Gee.
10 degrees.
Mary 7 heavy.
And let's go ahead. We're going to be 010 at 03. It's a nice slow one. 010.
Okay, he's not paying attention to that, so.
Awesome.
Charlie India 01.
Fantastic, man. Just sitting out of 11,000. We're going to set landing
Okay.
lights on. Wing that's coming on.
We'll
seatbelts
kind of
going
listen
as
to
well.
Al's
We'll ping out the camera
audio
as
in the
well, as
background.
This is going to be the ground level a little bit.
And
up,
let's
just
go
because
ahead
we
and
are,
finish setting up for our
over
flight here.
ground elevation of, I think, 2,000
Okay,
feet.
route
We're gonna have
uplink ready. Let's load it,
37
and we'll wait for that to load.
Approach. We'll go ILS 01. And missed approach. We're basically going to be flying.
Need
so
to be
6,500
out of
traffic
Cuba.
runway.
Yes, Scott. I can't wait to get out of here.
Let's go,
Okay,
we'll go back
activate perf-init. Let's
And we're gonna
request
track.
our perf-init.
And awesome. Rabbit tracker aircraft today. Looks good, man. Let's see, what do we got?
I think we're going to take off on 24. Why did that say 19?
It's going to get me down low.
8,000 aircraft decent to 8,000 QNH no
Oh, that's TPA. Wait a minute.
1021.
What is going on here? Okay, it did not
What do we got?
refresh my
Information
flight
India
plan.
1021 on the QNH to send 8,000.
Okay, there we go.
375. Awesome. Get the music turned down here because we are having to focus up. Looks good to me.
Okay,
man.
MUHA 24,
Coming on.
direct to maximum,
Season title,
sand
oh,
break,
man,
and then
it's, not
MIA.
Sand
So
Buzzy.
24
I like his. Oh my gosh, Lotto.
and direct to maximum, so we're not going to have a SID.
No, it came today. It's the same as Norris.
Okay,
But
that's
it's
good.
proof that lands here. All right, let me see.
Let's go to Miami. We're going to come in in Miami on 26 left, so we're going to use the ILS 26 left.
Hey, what's going on, Cavs Jack Stream? Hope you guys are good. Hit that like button if you haven't already on his stream, man. I was up to your RFPS to remodel the menu.
Oh, he just said hello.
I got it before I started up stream, just 'cause I saw
Maybe
that.
you heard that in
It's
there.
way nicer now. I
Man,
like
he's
the
flying over
updated
some
face now.
beautiful mountains there.
We'll pull up later
Hey,
on.
Brian, K6SKI, my good buddy Brian down in South Park. Brian, so glad to have you along. Thank you for being here.
I mean, that's
All right,
just
I'm going to
how
go
it is.
ahead and
I
bring
don't
us
know.
back over here.
We'll go flight
So
control.
we said hello to
You
Owls,
get asking.
and I'm going to go mute on that. All right, let's see. We need to get our SID in here, so let me get my mind back on what we're doing. So we're going to go sand break 1 and 26 left. Okay, so that's, I imagine, 26B, and our transition into Miami will be Maxim. Okay, so let's go to our legs. We don't really have anything, discontinuities or anything there. We do have a vector at Basho, so we'll wait and see if we have ATC. If not, I will vector my own self. Yeah, Brian, I got to echo what Scott says, too. You have been doing a great job on the WeatherNet on Skyhub Link during the day. Really appreciate you so much, buddy. Yes, indeed. Let's load our perf-init and get that executed. All right, we're going to be able to get out of here pretty quick. Our takeoff, let's go back over to our calculations, and let's go ahead and hit calculate. Flaps 129.129.132. Okay, that's good. So we're going to go ahead and set flaps 1. We're going to get our center of gravity, 18.9, so we'll set our trim to 6.11. Let's get that back down to 6.11 there in the green takeoff area, so that's close enough. Jack's flying for Air America. Yeah, more or less. And representing Colorado, they're Colorado 1 anyway with Southwest Airlines, John. Thanks for being here tonight, guys. Smash that thumbs up button once again if you have not already. Once again, I would so greatly appreciate it. 129.129.132 on our V speeds. Let's get those set in here. 132 and 132. 132 and 15 is 147, so we'll get that set in our takeoff speed. We don't really need to change our course and heading. Well, actually, yes, we do. So let's get our course and heading set for the runway. And I'm doing that down in the MFD. So 237. 237 on the course. I'm just kind of doing things off the cuff so we can get out of here quickly. All right, back up here, our altitude, our cruise altitude, I believe, was 37,000 or 33,000. Okay, let's set that. 33 and altitude 33. Brian says there's hope there's snacks on this flight. Hey, listen, Tom and Scott ran in and got some Cuban cigars. So if you want, well, you can't smoke on the airplane, so you have to wait till we get to Miami. But they went in while we're landed here and got some Cuban cigars. And y'all better be back in your seats because I'm about to shut the breezeway and the door there. Okay, APU is on. Let's get our APU and engine bleeds on, and we'll go ahead and go to APU gen. All right, that's good. Let's check our APU gen. We're looking good up there. And I think we are about ready to push back and go, guys. So we're going to squawk 1,200. And I hope the airplane's not funky. Everything looks okay, but you know, we did have that little bit of a interesting thing happen there with no reversers, so I'm not sure what happened with that. Okay, we're going to pre-plan our pushback. Okay, and we're going to have him push us back. Actually, we can just push straight back to the line, more or less anyway. Okay, accepted. Let me go through the checklist here one more time, just real quick. Let's get to the overhead. Initial altitude is set. That's good. Heading and takeoff runway set. Elevator trim is set. Mach speed V2 plus 14, 147 is set. Okay, that's good. Elevator trim. We did that. Let's get our yaw damper on. Yaw damper is on. Our engine hydraulics or our hydraulics are all on. Okay, let's get back down to the FMC here. And let's get into our menu and our ground services. And we are on the APU gens, so we can go ahead and turn off ground power and release that and release the jetway. So I'm hoping you guys are back on the aircraft and ready for departure. And we can just get out of here real quick. You know, I don't see a pushback cart, though. All right, ground power disappeared. All right, let's go ahead and request pushback. Hey, there's our pushback.
This is ground. Stand by.
All right, good deal. Tom says tampering with the smoke detector lavatory as we speak. Okay, all right. Okay, guys. Yep, I'm ready to get out of Havana. That's long enough for me. I'm glad this is a turnaround flight. We originally didn't have it planned that way, but you know what? That's all right.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
You know, one other thing I'm going to do, too, just for good measure, is I'm going to cycle the flight directors.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start.
Havana
Please
traffic,
release parking
Southwest
brake.
515 on Unicom. Push. We're going to push and start from the gate. We'll announce taxi intentions momentarily.
Please release parking brake.
All right.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Can you tell I'm in a hurry to get out of here? Okay. Engine starting up. Very good. Scott says I use GSX, but might get to Pushback Pro before pushbacks. John says, can I get a Cuban Libra on this flight? Scott says, most polite pushback driver he's ever heard. Oh, nice. Okay, let's go ahead and introduce fuel to number 1. We're going to let that get started up. Let's go back to our overhead and get number 1 cranking up too. Nice and sunny and warm in Cuba, but man, the haze. KF0 UFO Andrew, do they have that huge tether balloon off Miami? And this, you know, I haven't really flown into Miami yet. What's going on with that pushback driver? I haven't really flown in there to see Andrew, honestly. So I don't know. That would be interesting. Okay, engine number 1. Listen to the sounds.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Oh man, Owls is about to land here.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Cleared to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Let's pull up Owls here, because he's getting ready to land. You see that side stick he's got.
I'm used to bounce. Down the feet with stabilized check between the bridge. I've been looking, just gotta say, okay, everybody, okay, all right, underdog. Everybody's saying it, man.
It's foggy where he's landing, too. That's crazy.
All right, lock in those landing ramps. What do you guys think we're gonna get, man?
This guy, he always
I
lands
just do not
so
see this
well.
runway at all, dude.
Very 7 heavy, clear island running 01.
Alright, got the field now. I'm gonna let it float in just a little bit more. We're on a Cat 3 single, so we're gonna get it down to a certain point here, and then we're gonna go.
Yeah, he's having the same deal I did. How about that?
Lands limited on the PFD.
Oh.
My aircraft.
Yeah, he's got that runway good.
100. Minimum
Landing.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Look
Big
at this.
float.
10, 5.
Terrible. Horrible. Reverse is coming out.
Oh no, he's
terrible, man. I keep.
That's not a terrible.
I'm so used to flying the freaking Tullus now, dude. That's what it is. Versus full out. And there's 80 versus coming in. Terrible. Terrible.
No.
It was a good landing rate, but I mean that was off center line. We floated for an hour. Yeah, that's fine. Oh well.
Okay, guys. Watch Owls come in. There we go. That's very cool that that we can kind of cross stream and watch like that. Okay, well if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and get out of Havana. Havana traffic, Southwest 515, pushed back from the gate, and engine start. We're going to be taxiing here momentarily. Southwest 515 for a runway 24. via the, I think it's Bravo. We'll do, Echo to Bravo to 24, Southwest 515. Havana. Okay, so let's go through the rest of our deal here. All right, the engines are out. Let's get our generators on. That's good. Let's get our packs on and isolation valve to open. Let's get our probe heat on. Okay, that is good. We'll get our engines over to continuous. And we'll check the generator voltage, make sure everything looks good there. It do. We can turn off our APU and APU bleed, and that extinguishes that. All right, guys, we are ready to taxi. Let's get on to Miami. Taxi lights are on. Brake is off. Let's get moving. We're going to take our brakes to RTO. Let's go. Okay, and while we're taxiing out, we'll let you listen to the other one.
If you do decide to leave, you will not be allowed access back on board, and parachutes are not included. In the event that this flight becomes a cruise, all of you lucky people get your own itsy-bitsy, teeny-weeny yellow polka dot bikinis beneath your seat. Minus the itsy-bitsy, teeny-weeny, and you get no polka dots. Once you're outside the aircraft, pull down sharply on the red tab that's on the front, or for those of you who love to make life difficult, you can blow into that red tube near your shoulder to bloat. I mean inflate. The beautiful bikini is equipped with a water-activated light. How in the world that works, I have no idea. So if you figure it out, please do let me know. And if by chance yours does not inflate, well, grab your neighbor and hold on for dear life. The location and use of life vests for your child that shows the most potential is located in that safety information card. If needed due to a loss of cabin pressure, 4 oxygen masks will drop from the compartment over your head. Ignore those and grab your nearest flight attendant to get some air. I'm just kidding. I'm so lonely. Once you stop screaming, place that mask over your nose and your mouth. To adjust, pull on the elastic tabs on either side. Make sure to adjust your own mask before assisting your favorite child, another passenger, or your husband who's definitely screaming louder than you are. And let's be honest, only those of you that pay the extra $49.99 get any oxygen. Smoking of any kind is not allowed on the aircraft, unless you're like me and you're smoking hot. Thank you so much for your attention. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. And for those of you who didn't give us your full attention, good luck.
All right, there you go. There's your second flight announcement, a 2 for tonight. You got a 2 for 1. How about that? All right, we'll go ahead and get on down to runway 24, and then I am so ready to get out of Cuba. Oh, anyway, once again, welcome to the Captain Jack flight stream here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Although I figure we're probably more gentlemen. Please, if you have not yet, smash that thumbs up button for me. Would be so greatly appreciated. Looks like I've got 14 likes now tonight. So if you haven't yet, please do go ahead and hit that button. I would really appreciate it. Let's see, catch back up with the chat here just a little bit. Let me get my glasses to where I can see. Let's see, we did that already. Scott says you believe that the tether balloon is there with We Love VFR is installed. You know, I have that installed too. It looks as though that windsock, we may be taking off with a tailwind. Well, I'm taking off this way anyway. We're just going to go. Scott also says fly-by-wire on the bus, Rabbit. Okay, let's see, Cuba Air. Let's go. Graham laughed out loud. Scott says, I bet tickets to Cuba are pretty cheap. You know, that would be interesting to see, wouldn't it? Really, really would. Okay, come on, airplane. I want to go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We'll get Toga going, and I'm going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit. All right, flaps are set. Speeds are set. Auto brakes in RTO. We've got our auto thrust on. Everything is there. We'll arm the RNAV and VNAV when we get around. Yeah, I've got a bit of a crosswind there. I'm really happy with that landing at a minus 183 with a crosswind. Oh, you know what we did not do? Did I get this? Did I get landing rate monitor squared up as far as this flight plan goes? Let me make sure I did. Yes, we did. Okay. And we'll try to remember to turn on record to get into Miami. We're going to do a southwest turn and burn. Havana traffic, southwest 515, ready for takeoff, runway 24, Havana. Okay, here we go. Okay, takeoff power is set.
Toga! 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 Toga!
Get her done. All right, here we go. Okay, there's V1 or V1's coming up. Okay, V1, rotate. You know, we now had no V call outs. Okay, there he is. Okay, we can get our flaps up. Let's get our VNAV and RNAV. Okay, LNAV did not want to arm just yet. Let's get back on the magenta lines here. And we're going to make our turn. Goodbye, Havana. Okay, LNAV's still not wanting to engage just yet, and I know why, so we'll get it there in a minute. Okay, let's go ahead and get back on our magenta lines to climb. Crockett and Tubbs will be waiting in Miami with some questions. Yeah, you know what? Not only do I get that reference, but yeah, you know, there's no telling what somebody brought aboard this aircraft in Havana, right? Okay. Good, guys. Well, here we go. We're out of Havana. Woo-wee. I got another YouTube stream that I want to tell you guys about, too, here. And I found this earlier today. It's a lady who works on a ramp. And she calls herself Lady in the Ramp. I got such a kick out of that. Okay, now my LNAV are armed. I'm going to still hand fly the airplane, though. We're through 5,800 feet. Havana traffic on Unicom, Southwest 515 through 6,000 feet, direct to Maxim. Havana traffic, Southwest 515. Okay, we'll go ahead and keep on this way. Good takeoff, guys. Nice takeoff, nice landing in Havana. We'll look down at Cuba there. You know, the only other, I guess, country that I've flown to is Cancun in Mexico in the sim. Okay, there's 8,000 feet. Get our climb out trim set. And we'll get our butts on over to Miami, and we'll watch a couple of replays of that landing if I remember to hit the replay monitor, and we'll call it a night. Scott, good riddance, Cuba. Looking back up through there. John says, yeah, oh, yeah, you said Crockett and Tubbs. Yeah, that, I would love to watch Miami Vice again. You know what else I'd love to watch is Hawaii 5-0. Really, really would. Okay, there's 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and get back up on the flight deck and get our autopilot on. And our airspeed's going to get up to 263, 65, settling at about, 285 it looks like. All right, guys, very good. We are climbing on out and getting there. Yeah, I was going to, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. I'll bring this up. Lady in the Ramp. I really enjoyed watching this lady's video, Begs to Pushback, what it takes to get an Airbus A319 ready for flight. I watched that earlier today, and that was really fun to kind of see some of that procedure that goes on. Jay Foot says, book 'em Dano. That's right. That's right. Book 'em Dano. I remember that. But anyway, Lady in the Ramp. Would encourage you guys to check that out. It doesn't look like, though, she has a way to subscribe to her channel. I don't know. I'm going to click on this and see. Of course, we got to get the commercial. Okay, there's the subscribe. All right, your video plays soon. Of course, we got to get all the commercials in.
Your hair is amazing.
Yeah, it's one thing I hate about this. Yeah, but anyway, this is fun. Let's do a little intro here real quick.
Everybody, today is a beautiful day out in Phoenix. We have an Omaha flight with not a lot of bags on it. So we're doing an outbound. We're here in Alpha 6. See, there's Alpha 6 up there. So we're on concourse number 2. And Tony is working on, that's the water hose right there. So if you can see, he's coiling up the water hose. So he just filled up the plane with the water. One of the subscribers on the channel had a great analogy. It's kind of like when you have an RV and you're going into an RV park and you're hooking it all up. That's exactly what.
So anyway, she shows a bunch of stuff, how she's loading the baggage in the bottom of the airplane there. Really cool how she did this. I thoroughly enjoyed this. And then, the guy's bringing up the baggage carts and all that, and she shows how to put in the pin in the in the pushback unit. I was just really interested with this, so I thought I'd share that with you tonight. And then she shows communicating with the pilots and pushing the aircraft back.
Okay, let it go. Be a little bit shallower.
So yeah, I encourage you guys to check out her channel, Lady in the Ramp, when you get a chance. I thought that was just a tremendous amount of fun there. So back up on the flight deck with Captain Jack here, and we'll get over to Miami. Let's take a quick look at our progress page. Okay, we should be into Miami at 2032. Oh, I did not restart the clock, so we'll go ahead and restart the clock here. So we're a little past that. 1954, what'd I say, 2032. So not too terribly far to Miami. And we'll call it a night after that. We'll watch a couple of replays. Like I said, if I remember to do that. All right, let's go through our after takeoff checklist here. Let's get our auto brake turned off. Well, I'm pretty stupid. Look at this. Dumb pilot. Hey, we're flying with a landing gear. Let's go ahead and... I cannot believe I didn't put the landing gear up. I bet it'll like to climb a lot better that way. I thought we were kind of slow climbing. All right, landing gear's up. Scott, you didn't do your job. Co-pilot. You call yourself a co-pilot. All right, let's get... Scott, you want to hit me now or later or both? All right. let's do that. Let's get our engine switches to continuous. Let's check our overhead, go through the flow. APU bleed is off, engine bleeds are on. 33,000 feet. Our landing altitude in Miami is low. Yeah, needed some extra brake cooling. Yeah, you know, since the reversers didn't work, J-Foot, I wouldn't be surprised. What happens in Cuba stays in Cuba. But, you know, Scott, the problem is that YouTube, and this video is going to be on the internet forever. So, like I said, I do this for fun. And if there's a little foul up here or there, I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so Miami. You know, one thing I used to like, where was the breakfast at? It was called Moon Over Miami. And it was a breakfast at like Denny's or something like that. I don't remember exactly what, but okay, good. Let's go ahead and get a few things together for Miami. Because we're a ways out from our top of climb. We're a little over 18,000, so we'll go to standard there. That's set. We're on Barrow on the FS panel. And I still didn't reset that stupid fuel. Should have reset that a while ago, so it's going to be a little inaccurate, but we'll let that be. Scott says that's it. That's the way we roll. That's right, buddy. I tell you what. All right, 19,300 feet. Let's go back to our flight plan. Okay, we can get rid of him. Let's come back to the sim brief panel. Let's go to here. We're going to be landing in Miami on 26 left. Okay, so there's that vector, Victor. Let's see, too, if we have any controllers on. Okay, here we are coming out. We're going to hit maximum, and then we're going to turn up to Miami. And no, there are no controllers on in Miami. So we'll do a CTAF when we get into Miami. Let me go ahead and look that frequency up real quick. Okay, that's going to be 118.3. So I'll dial that up in the radios here. And I also forgot to show you the throttle cam there while we were landing, but that's all right. Okay, everything's set there, and I am not going to clear that myself because there are only 2 waypoints before the runway, so there's definitely going to be a vector, Victor. I'm going to pull that. Got Miami Sound Machine playing. You know, I would play that, John. I would play that, except then YouTube would charge me for it, and they'd be ticked off because we're turning right at Maxim there. There you go. They'd be ticked off because I didn't pay for it. So we can't play that here because I'm not paying the kind of money they want. You know, that brings another thing. I'm going to comment on something else while I'm at it. You know, radio stations, guys, did you know this, have to pay to play the music that they play on the radio, because artists and more so writers and composers have to get paid. And I have always thought, Brian says bad data, stop sniffing glue. Oh, gee, too funny. Anyway, radio stations have to pay money to play the music they play, and I've always thought that was backwards. It's almost like the artists and the composers ought to be paying radio stations to play their music as far as that goes, but there's some other things that fall into play there on that side of things. Let me turn the auto brake off. I've always thought that was wrong because, you know, these writers and artists and composers and musicians and bands and all that, you know, sell records because radio stations play their music on the radio and people like it and they want to buy it. Although now things, of course, have changed considerably because you've got so many internet venues playing music. that that doesn't quite hold up anymore as far as that goes. I am so glad to see Cuba in the tailpipe. I really am. I don't know, something about that just gave me the heebies being in there, but I'm glad I had a good landing. Graham, good night, my mate. I appreciate you. You can watch the rest of the morning. Yeah, you can pick it up where we took off from there. We're making that turn. Look at that turn. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous watching this. 68, 69, 70, 69 frames per second here. That is awesome. As we watch Colorado 1, I got to take a screenshot of that. Did the screenshot work? You know, my screenshots have been very intermittent. And I don't know why. Yep, they didn't show up there for some reason. Come on, F12. Yep, it's not taking the screenshot. Don't know why. Anyway, that's something I've always thought about radio stations, and being as I was a disc jockey for 30 years, you know, it always annoyed the living daylights out of me to have to keep logs on all the music that we played so that those people could be paid that way. You know, it's like I said, they make gajillions of dollars off of records, and radio stations have to pay them. It's just nuts. I think it's stupid. I don't like it. It's ridiculous. Let's see. Scott says I have to use the window snipping tool to get that shot. Scott, good suggestion. I'm going to give that a try, because that I would really like to have. I don't know why. You know that the Steam. I don't want to. Okay, there we go. All right. I will just take it this way. How about that? Okay, and then, of course, now I want to save it. Where am I supposed to save that at? Okay, there we go. Save as. Okay, now there's a screenshot. Oh, did it? Yeah, it already saved it. How about that? All right, I'm just going to go ahead and hit that anyway. Oh, it must do an auto save. Okay, well, at least it's there and I have it, because that is gorgeous. I mean, that would be just a perfect background screen too. Let's see, what was I talking about? I don't know. Anyway, we'll continue on here. It looks like we're going to be Unicom and then CTAF into Miami, which I'm kind of surprised, but it is quarter till 11 o'clock back east. All right, let's get back up on the flight deck here. Let's take a quick look. Oh, you know what else I wanted to do while we're here is runway 26 left, and I wanted to see that flight plan one more time. And we're coming in on the sandbrake arrival. Okay, that's good. So now we'll bring this over. Okay, we're not doing the sandbrake RNAV, but we are going to do ILS. But let's take a look at the chart. Okay, yep, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, because we will be landing to the west from the east, coming in on runway 26. So let's see what the METAR says. Sorry about the car ad there. Now, if you need a rental car, there you go when we get to Miami. Okay, that's good. 2990. So we'll come back over to here and we'll set. We'll go back to inches and we'll go 2990. Okay, we have that set now. Barrow 184. Let's go back to ChartFox now. And we're going to look at our approach and our ILS. Okay, there we go. Man, I can't remember anything for 30 seconds here. I need to come back over. Oh my God, we hit top of descent already, and I was not watching. Holy smokes. So now we're going to have to do the same thing. I'm going to set that way. I'm going to set that down to 18,000. I did not realize we were hitting top of descent so quickly. All right. Let's do the same procedure we did before until we get back up to where we can re-engage the VNAV. Okay, and we're coming down back to where we should be. We want the diamond magenta to be, of course, in the middle. And get back on the descent path since I missed the top of descent. Our runway entry altitude . Okay, I'll go ahead and bring this down to about 9,000 feet. There we go. We're descending 4,000 feet per minute. Yeah, right. To get back on track anyway. All right, we'll figure the rest of this out back when we get on the VNAV path. So let's just keep descending. Okay, there's 900 feet. And I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. All right, our magenta line is coming back up. Okay, nope, keep on descending there, baby. Okay, she kind of slowed down on me. Okay, below 300 and above 25, so we're making the restriction just fine. Okay. $250, $200, here we go. Okay, let's re-engage the VNAV. Now we're going to be a little below, but the airplane will catch up. Okay, here we go. See that magenta diamond is what I'm watching. And now we're back on the correct descent. Okay, good. And there's the southern coast of Florida. Southern coast of deep South Florida. All right, very good. Now we can go back over here and come up to our approach chart. So let's bring that up. 4 runway 26 left, and that's what I was going to check before I missed the top of descent. Okay, that's good. 26 left. And we're going to start setting up our, let's go ahead and do that while we're at it. We know we're going to have a vector, so we'll go ahead and set this in and get our fixed page set up. You know, I kind of like these short double flights like this. This is fun. Hope you guys are enjoying it tonight. Let's go to our progress page. We're going to burn 1,100 pounds of fuel between where we are now and where we'll be at Miami. So we'll come back over here and subtract 1.1, so it's going to be 118.7. And we won't wait until the last minute to set all this, and we'll go ahead and land flaps 30. That'll do. 19.10 and the course is 272, so we can go ahead and get those set. Scott, are you watching outside the airplane? Are you the pilot monitoring? No, wait a minute. Pilot monitoring would be doing this. So you have the airplane right now, Scott. You are a pilot flying. Okay, so our entry point. Oh, you know what? I got to remember to bring all of this over to you guys. No, right there. So what I just did is I set our course and our course. I am going to set our heading kind of in the general direction of what I know that we're going to need to go when we get over there, as we can see here on our flight path. Our descent is good. Everything is good. Okay, so our entry point, let's get back to this. For our ILS will be 1,600 feet, so we're going to come back over here. And actually, because we know we have a vector, I'm going to come back here. And our vector is here. So we're going to need to start to come down. Well, we're going to hold at 5,000 feet. So we're going to set this for 5,000 feet because we know we're going to have to go out and then make a cut back. As a matter of fact, let's take a quick look at the flight plan. Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on here. So if we step through the flight plan, that kind of takes us, we're going to change at Reeland here and continue on. So if we come back, so here's what we're looking at. Here at Reeland, we're going to need to bring this vector. I need to clear out winter. Okay. I have forgotten how to do that in this. Okay, we'll do it this way. We'll bring that there. That still has my flight plan really weird, though. Let's see. Oh, it's taking me. Actually, that'll work. Okay. And we won't need to vector ourselves. And we can go ahead and get our altitude down to 1,600 feet so we can reset that. Okay, this is looking good. And that will be our approach entry. So once again, we need the approach frequency, which was also on the, it's going to be 109.1. So we'll set those in the radio on the nav, 109.1. And we'll enable that. Then we'll go 109. Nope, 109.1. Okay, those are enabled in the nav radios. Okay, that's all configured for getting ready to land in Miami. Scott, I have the aircraft. I've got it back. Okay, guys, real good. We are set up for our approach into Miami. And I am happy with that. 16 likes, guys. Do you think we can get to 20? Do you think we can get to 20 before we land here in Miami? That would be absolutely awesome. I need to remember what cameras I'm bringing up. So there we go. I could probably square that one up just a little bit more. All right. Once again, sporting the Captain Jack hat tonight. So glad of that. Okay, we're at 16,000 feet, so I need to reset our standard. We saw that we were at 299er or 29.9er. Okay. And we can put our MFD back into map mode. And we're going to get a bit of a swing out as we come into Miami, but that'll be good. Let's look one more time. So here we are. And our flight plan is going to kind of swing us out this way a little bit and then back in to the airport. Hope you guys are enjoying the flight tonight aboard Colorado 1 Southwest, flying back from Havana to Miami. I don't know why I'm having fun saying that. You see the Florida Keys. Hey, Bernie. Bernie is here. Thanks, Scott. I see the Roger, your controls back. So here are the Keys. And let's see. There's Bert the alligator down there and Sam the snake. And let's see. There's Oscar the pelican. Okay, fine. I mean, I hope you guys can see that. It's clear to me. Oh, 44, 38, 50, 51 frames per second. Okay. Well, I was switching around. It's raining here in Denver. Man, we're getting some thunderstorms, it looks like, on my outdoor cams there. Hope you guys are enjoying the flight. Once again, if you have not yet, hit that thumbs up button. I so appreciate it. Of course, I can always have Jeremy.
If you haven't yet, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, don't smash the thumb, but the thumbs up button. That would be great. Let's see how Owls is doing. Oh, Owls is done. Is he done? Yeah, he's done. Looks like he landed in Durban. Maybe he'll show up on the stream here. That would be awesome. 16 likes, guys. Like to get 20 before we're done. If you haven't yet, like Jeremy just said, yep, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button there. Oh, man, look at the clouds out that window. Holy smokes. Wow. No, I want to look at the clouds. Not all that. The clouds. Clouds, my friend. Well, this GE Force RTX 4070 Super is really doing a good job. Scott, you say you got thunderstorms down the Springs? Yeah. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Let's see if I can back off a little bit and watch the aircraft disappear into those clouds. I have not really tried to use the drone view too much with the aircraft because it's a little tricky. So if I come here and I go, let's see. Yeah, okay. And I should be able to get behind the aircraft. Okay, let me pivot the drone around. I want to watch the aircraft disappear into the clouds. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to too much. Yeah, but I'm trying to learn how to use this drone view, especially for some of the landings, because you can get some really spectacular shots. I've been watching Owls and Mickety Mike and all them do that with this, and really pretty spectacular. Anyway, there's the drone shots. Oh, I like that. That's pretty cool. That was cool. Okay. Now, that's going to put me in a position later. Okay. Let's get back in the cockpit, and we'll get rid of that. Anyway, that was kind of fun. All right, we'll continue on down. We're through 9,000 feet. Okay, our descent path is getting a little wonky again. Supposed to be above 8,000 feet at jump, and as you can see, our descent path is getting a little weird here. Okay, it looks like it's going to start equalizing itself out. Yep. Starting down. Okay, the aircraft will fly itself down. There's Miami. We're out over Miami. Still just amazed at how good these clouds look, and we're at 47, 50 frames per second there. I do have the frame monitor up in the lower right-hand part of your screen here if you're on a screen that can resolve that. Ah, there's an airport. That is Miami Executive. All right, Miami Executive down there. And there's the city. And there's Miami International right here. Downtown area of Miami here, and the beaches and the barrier islands. Very cool, very cool. John says, okay, Stryker, we're all counting on you. By the way, is there anyone on board who knows how to fly the plane? Drone view is easiest with an Xbox controller connected to the computer. Oh, that's interesting, Scott. Yeah, that, I bet that would be, actually make it a lot easier. I know, and I've kind of understood the mapping of the keys on the actual keyboard to do that, and I'm hoping that we can do a really nice landing shot towards the end of the stream here. Okay, let's take a look back down here. Nope, other way. Okay, you can see here we're going to make kind of a right turn at Reeland, and we're going to make a swoop around and then 10-mile final on into 26 left. Okay, let's go through a few things again. Let's make sure that our approach references are set. Those are good. That all looks the way that it's supposed to be. Our fixed rings are set, so that's good. Yeah, I think we're going to be good here. So we'll just continue to get on down in here. And we'll be heading back towards the airport, downtown Miami. I do have the building set on high render, so we're going to see an awful lot of those. Beautiful down in South Florida. Scott says, I use an Xbox controller with withdrawn mode. It makes it very smooth and sort of like a movie shot. Yeah, for sure, Scott. Yeah, I'm going to keep playing with it. I played with it a little bit over the weekend, and I hope that for the final landing shot that I can set up, Owls and Mickety Mike and CST do some really great camera work with their drone, and I'm hoping to at least be able to imitate that a little bit tonight. Okay, descent path looks good. We're at 5,900 feet. By the way, I'm so glad these streams, too, are finally in 1080p. Let's see, Owls. Okay, Owls did sign in back up a little bit there. Owls, I'm sorry I didn't see you back up there a little further. I got old man eyes. I got to look over at that screen, and I can just barely read. And my glasses, my trifocals, I got to push them up like this to really see decently. All right. Okay, let's keep on going here. Owls, we had a minus 183 landing into Havana, so that was really cool. Okay, fly out over the ocean here. sweeping by the windows there. Okay, we're making our turn here at Winter. The airplane speed is really good right now. I don't see any need to set any flaps at the moment. We're going to go ahead and set our auto brake to 2. Long runway, 26 left. Okay, let's see. John says, you're talking to Scott about movies about gladiators. You know, there was a, was it on Netflix? Spartacus. I really, really enjoyed that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get flaps 1 in. And I'm going to kind of hand manage the speed here for just a minute. So we're going to start slowing down. We've got about 10 miles to go to Basho and then a 10-mile final. Into runway 26 left. You don't remember that line from Airplane? No, John, I'm not remembering that particular reference. Hey, Owls, are you here? Are you actually here, Owls? You know, pop up in the chat there. I'd appreciate it. Guys, don't forget this Sunday at 2 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have another discussion group with Owls, myself, Mickety Mike, and CST Gaming, and my good buddy Pilot Noah. And we're going to be talking some more stuff about Flight Sim. We're going to have a special guest. I just messed that up by accident, so let me get that programmed back in here, 272 on the course. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Miami traffic at 118.3. Miami traffic, Southwest 515. We are 5 miles Basho, from Basho to turn left for about a 10-mile final to runway 26 left. The Southwest 515, Miami traffic. Okay. Good. We'll hold this speed for just a little bit. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen the movie Airplane too. Although, you know, I think I did watch that a few months ago. All right, we're getting ready for that 10-mile final. We'll go flaps 2 and get my speed down just a little bit more. As a matter of fact, let's go to flaps 5. Miami Beach and downtown Miami. Man, that's gorgeous. Just beautiful. Okay, we're making that turn at Basho. Miami traffic, Southwest 515, turning 10-mile final for runway 26 left at Basho through 3,000 feet. Miami traffic, Southwest 515. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the throttle cam here. And we're turning on that final, and I'm going to arm the approach. And here at about 7 miles, I'll get the gear down. And let's go to flaps 15. And let's get our speed down. Yeah, you're going to scream at me a little bit. Get speed down to 149er. 26 left in sight. Let's get our gear down. And let's start our record. Okay, everything is set. Downtown Miami in the Bay. Buildings are gorgeous. Beautiful job, Flight Simulator. Andrew says, got to run. Thanks for your time and stream tonight, Jack. I'll try to catch Sunday. Sounds like it'll be a good one. Andrew, yeah, buddy, for sure, for sure. If you want to hang on a minute, we're just a few minutes away from landing here. You know, it almost looks like the aircraft is in between two runways there, but no, we're coming in fine. Glide slope is set. Localizer is set. We are looking really, really good. Could be a downtown buildings there. It's a pretty shot. Okay, let's go ahead and go to flaps 30. Okay, my throttles. Okay, speed brakes are armed. Let's get those sounds up and let's get on into Miami, guys. Here we go. My airplane. Okay, we've got a little bit of a left crosswind. Yeah, let's keep that nose smooth. Yeah, we got that left crosswind is playing with me a little bit, but that's all right. We're coming in. We're on the glide slope on the localizer. Little under. Let's just give her a little bit of power. Just keep her on down.
100. 50. 30.
Ease back on the power.
10.
Yeah, that was a little. Now, see, this is interesting. That landing rate. Okay, reversers, I don't know what that noise is. Huh. Yeah, that was a little harder. Okay, let's go ahead and get off the runway. Okay, I mean, it was an okay landing, but, you know, landing rate monitor said minus 388. How about that? Now, what we're going to do is I'm not going to worry about, here, I'll show you landing rate monitor. Landing rate monitor said minus 388. The other one said, I forgot what it said. So, yeah, that wasn't as smooth as into Havana. Scott says you stopped pulling back on the stick. Just keep pulling on the stick when you hear the 20-foot call, and you'll get landing rates around minus 50. I saw you let the nose drop. Okay, Scott, very good, very good. Yeah, let's go ahead and watch that replay. Okay, we can stop recording here, and I'm going to go ahead and sign off VATSIM. Miami traffic, Southwest 515. Clear the runway, taxiing to gate, and signing off VATSIM. Southwest 515, Miami. Okay. Disconnect from VATSIM. VATSIM is off. Now we can go ahead and do our playbacks. So let's watch the playback and we'll see exactly what Scott is talking about. Turn these sounds down a little bit. Let's see if I can improve the angle a little bit. So yeah, you saw me let the nose drop. Yeah, you see I did not hold it here. Let's watch. See, that was good so far, and then let the nose drop. So there you go. Okay, good, good, good. Although, you know, overall, not a bad landing. Let's get a look out the wing view here. And we'll watch this. Watch her come in here. $71, $72 on the frame rates. Yep, I let the nose drop and didn't hard her up. And see that now it says landing rate 372. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't seem like it wants to make up its mind. But honestly, once again, guys, I am not that worried about the landing rate. I was at 1.06 G. Brian, thanks for being here. Great to see you. I appreciate you, buddy. Look at the ripples on the water there. That's cool. And once again, I'm going to play with this a little bit because I want to see if I can figure out see, that was good. That was good. That was good. And there we go. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this replay. I'm going to bring us back here. We're going to go to the outside view. And I'm going to get ready to pause it at a certain point here. Yeah, now see, and I didn't, you know what, Scott? I don't think I held power up quite enough either. Yeah, that is not a bad landing at all. So what I'm going to do now is let's see if I can get it to sit right where I want it. Like right here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do okay, we're going to come down here. Okay, I lost mine. Okay, let's see now if I can get this to do what I want it to do. No, that was not exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah, I'm going to have to learn how to play with this more. Anyway, guys, well, that was fun. Let's see, Scott, then you just keep pulling back on the stick to hold the knowledge off and slowly let yourself down. Yep, for sure, for sure. Well, Scott, Graham, Andrew, Owls, John, Tom, Brian, everybody who stopped in tonight, can't thank you enough for being here. Appreciate it so much. Thanks for being part of the Captain Jack Flight Sim. Really glad that you guys enjoyed the stream there. Man, I wish I could figure out how to make this do exactly what I want it to do. And I'm gonna try one more thing here. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Okay, so I'm in drone mode. Okay, it's not gonna let me. All right, well, I'll play with that some more. Anyway, guys, God bless you. Good night, peace, and long life from the Captain Jack flight deck. And we will see you next time. Take care, and we'll look forward to maybe seeing you with all of us on Sunday. We'll have a promo for that coming up, so be sure to be checking that out, and we'll get it out in the email, and we'll see you then. Take care. Good night.